always asking me this question. What sounds better, black or colored vinyl? Well, I'm about to answer that question in this video right now. If you haven't already, it'd be awesome if you'd like this video, hit the red subscribe button, and turn your bell notifications on so you don't miss out on any weekly videos I put out. So the answer, to put it simply, is that for most people and most setups, it doesn't matter at all what color it is. Except for one. We'll get to that in a minute. Where and when the record is pressed, what the mastering is, how it's sourced, whether it's from CD or tape, all of this has infinitely more to do than what color the record is. And that's because colored vinyl has come a long way since the 70s and 80s when it was an extreme novelty. Now it's commonplace, and labels and plants have figured out ways to do it excellently. So all records are made from PVC, which by nature has no color at all. To make it a color, even standard black, you have to add things. So they add black carbon to make it black, which is supposedly tough and makes the record really durable and sound good. But like I said, for most people and most setups, you're not going to be able to perceive the difference between a black record that's well mastered and pressed and, let's say, a splatter record that's well pressed. To make it a different color, it's, instead of carbon, it's dyes. So the dyes aren't exactly strengthening agents, but again, just kind of for show. Now, it's reported that some color formats, sometimes a haze vinyl or a tricolor, something that has a very distinct split between the pellets that are pressed to get on the record, those can sometimes sound a little off when the needle goes over the change in color because it's two different colors of pellets that are being used at slightly different temperatures. There's a little inconsistencies that can happen. It's not going to be jarring if the person knows what they're doing though. Now, like I said before, there is one record type in particular that sounds terrible across the board, and although it seems cool in theory, glow-in-the-dark records. In order to get that magical glow-in-the-dark effect, they have to add phosphorus to it, and phosphorus, for some reason, when mixed into the mix of stuff to make the record, adds a ton of surface noise that is unavoidable. I have never heard a good-sounding glow-in-the-dark record. Maybe one day, but we're not there yet. Another factor that determines whether a record's gonna sound good is whether it's recycled and reused vinyl or virgin vinyl. A lot of times records are returned or replaced, and those are sometimes repurposed into other records. And that, because it's not the original lifespan of it, is gonna naturally have some more imperfections and flaws. Audiophile virgin vinyl, as you've probably seen on a lot of hype stickers, that means it's the first time that record has ever been created, and therefore it's going to be the purest, it's the closest to the original sound. That's why for a lot of records, first pressings are often sought after and valuable. Another thing that can cause some issues when records are being pressed is something called NonFill. So that's basically when the record isn't pressed hot enough or left on for long enough, and not all the grooves are filled properly. That can cause some whooshing or noise issues throughout the entire press, and that's not great. You don't want that. I have some records that should sound great, but because of non-fill, have some unavoidably annoying sounds. So I could talk about this for 10 more minutes, but I'd rather not. I'd rather just let you guys know the truth. Colored vinyl and black vinyl can sound amazing, or they can sound terrible. And the factor, outside of glow in the dark, has nothing to do with the color. It has to do with how the quality control is maintained in the plant. It has to do with what the source is, and the person that's creating them has to know what they're doing. So I have plenty of black records that sound terrible, and I have plenty of colored records that sound phenomenal. Don't let a colored record deter you. Don't listen to misinformation that black sounds better. You really just gotta go press by press, hear some reviews from people, and hear if it sounds good because of all those other factors. That is the truth. Hopefully you guys learned something today, and hopefully this helps settle the debate as to whether or not colored vinyl sounds worse than black vinyl. Please leave a comment with your thoughts on this highly debated subject, and more videos are coming to you guys real soon. Thank you for watching. Take it easy.